Welcome back to Hustle Industries TV. We got my boy Infinite in the motherfucking building.
What's going on, brother?
Big brother, the big lone wolf, original Village Ave brother right here. You know what I'm saying? How's it been though?
Bro, I've been everywhere. I mean, I'm home right now visiting, so I'm just glad to be back.
You just keep going up, man. What you got going on right now in the 2024 project as far as music?
This is a situation right here.
Yes, it is.
Kind of like the new video that I got coming out. It's called VIP Freestyle. I recently got a sponsorship from VIP Records. I got signed and then I got a sponsorship with VIP Records. Shout out to Kelvin Anderson. You know, they believe in me, so they hooked me up with gear. They've been, you know, working with me, and you know, just a little history. They've been in business for 45 years. They're the only store that didn't get touched during the riots, during the Rodney King beatings.
Okay.
They pioneered Snoop Dogg's career. Countless artists been through there. Michael Jackson, Rick James. I mean, like, you know, Warren G. Like, just straight up legends, bro. Like, you know, and they've been showing me love, so I want to say thank you to them. Thank you for believing in me, and
thank you,
yeah,
Rick James,
VIP Freestyle coming.
Michael Jackson and all y'all. Thank y'all.
Yeah.
And me. As far as well, what you feel about the home team in the Washington whatever the Manders, whatever the hell they call themselves now?
Shout out to the Commanders, man. I don't, you know. I don't know about the Super Bowl.
They got old boy over there throwing the ball, so I'm seeing Washington.
The Hail Marys and stuff.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Washington Commanders. Shout out to the, I want to say shout out to the Washington Wizards. The DJ for the Washington Wizards just contacted me. She had spun one of my songs last year in the stadium. It's the first time it ever happened for me. And they hit me up basically saying that they, you know, they really like that track. The track's called In the Gym. It'll probably be featured in this video, In the Gym.
Look out for Infinite in the Gym.
I'm in the gym going hard with the plays. Every day I wake up, put my demons in their place. Addicted to success ever since I got a taste. If you ain't on that, you need to get up out my face. I'm in the gym going hard with the plays. Every day I wake up, put my demons in their place. Addicted to success ever since I got a taste. If you ain't on that, you need to get up out my face. Run into the safe, run into the safe. Fuck a 9 to 5, boy, I got up at 8. I don't see no competition, boy, my ego in the way. I'm a bully, I'm a beast, I'm a dog that is.
Get ready, cause they about to actually have my my joint played again in there soon. I'm gonna post it on the Instagram, but I just want to say shout out to her. She contacted me as soon as I landed here in Maryland. You know what I mean? Like, and I appreciate that. You know what I mean? Like, trying to run it back with me, spin my track again, show me some more love like that. It's big for an independent artist, and I just want to say that you could do it too.
Hey, my little ass over here, some shit at pool. Any collaborations coming up that you got?
That's what I was gonna say, bro. I was about to say I've been knowing you for like 10 years, bro.
Yeah.
We ain't never did no music, man. We gotta drop a track, bro. Like,
that's
on Village Ave, bro. Like, that ass. It's just about bringing the homies together and, you know, popping it. No Diddy.
Who said no Diddy? Hey, you remember when you did that one performance at Walker's Mill in the cafeteria?
Yeah, bro. We had promoted that for like a little. I promoted it very heavily on my Instagram. This was back when Instagram wouldn't, like, you know, like block you for like spamming and shit. I was spamming like shit. Anyway, promoted that joint. I felt like I promoted it really, really well. Like,
hell yeah, nigga.
You know,
I was back when we had flyers.
But nobody came. Just a couple of the homies. And you know, it was a moment. It just told me I had to keep on working.
Is there anything that you could say to the young up and coming artists and entrepreneurs that's still back home, having to deal with this, that's still back there? I'm not saying the ones that's stuck now, but I'm saying we have a lot of talent back home, and you're one of them. You know what I mean? You're our pioneer. So like, what could you give us to run with?
You know what? Village Ave is a place where you can fall in love, make money, and get knocked out all on the same block. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. And you know, as far as the crime rate rising and things like that, I just want to say we gotta put the guns down for sure. That's put the guns down for sure. And let's find a way. Let's find a way for sure. I'm no stranger to the BS. I understand it goes on, and some people feel like they ain't got no choice but to resort to certain shit.
Right.
And I've fell into that as well. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say I fell victim. I made a choice. You know, sometimes you feel like that's the choice you got to make, and that's, you know, and then you follow with what comes with that afterward. But there is a way out. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want to say about that is put the guns down. Let's find another way. No shit be hard. But hey, you can make it out for sure. Just gotta make it outside of you know what I mean?
Make it outside of what you already know.
Exactly. Make it outside of your own head. You know what I mean? Like I was a little hesitant in saying that because it might go over a lot of people's like heads. Like first you got to make it out of here first, because I feel like that might be a little abstract to like grasp as a concept.
To the rest
you know
of
what I'm saying?
the
Like,
world,
but once you make it out of here, bro, you know what I mean? Like then you can make it out of whatever the fuck is also, excuse my language, whatever is also going on around you, the atmosphere, the environment. You know what I mean? So,
what's the story behind the name Infinite?
Around 07, 08, I was just bullshitting in class. I was a little bit more exposition, really. It's like I was really like a knucklehead growing up, so getting into a lot of trouble, all kind of BS. Around 2007, 2008, I was heavily into that.
07, man, that 07, y'all.
Listen,
shit was treacherous.
If you know, you motherfucking know.
Y'all, YNS stopped playing. Wasn't on that bus.
Not no bullshit. 07, 08, it was like my 9th grade year at Magruder, my original 9th grade year at Magruder before I got booted out that motherfucker. Shit, man, I was just going through a dictionary. I was looking for a name that could encompass all of the gangster bullshit activity that I wanted to, you know, continue to pursue with the homies and shit. Like, and I was like, okay, I want something that says I got no limits. And then I learned quickly that I did have limits when I started to, you know, what comes with that shit. So, you know, I just kind of transmuted that name and put it to the music. Like, really, like, I have no limits, no boundaries with the music. But originally, it was just to use something to fuck around and be a knucklehead with.
Let's celebrate, let's celebrate, let's celebrate.
Okay,
Not everybody can come here.
I tell a gal she bad, make a nigga wanna settle down, not really, but my eye got caught. Fucking with a nigga like me, baby girl, I'm going straight to the top. Name brand everything, dummy, all the way down to the socks. Champagne straight to the face, by the case, I don't wait for the rocks. Baby, I just wanna celebrate, and I can't leave the streets cause they need me to delegate. Penthouse where I elevate, top floor of the law so high you can levitate. And life gave me lemonade, with some rock and a model, so now I'm about to penetrate.
Infinite.
What's going on, bro?
Infinite E.
What's going on, bro? How you feeling?
I'm good, how are you?
First of all, thank you for pulling up again for the second part of this interview. Man, I got a few things going on, a few new tracks, records coming out. So, you know, we'll talk more about that. I'm sure you got questions for me and things like that. So,
for sure.
New tracks, new announcements, just good things on the horizon.
How was life growing up?
Life growing up, bro.
Let's start from the beginning, you know what I mean?
I had my first memories when I was 4. I always say that, like, or I think about that. I remember I came into consciousness at 4. You feel me? And
what do you mean you came into consciousness?
that's when I had my first memory. Like my first birthday, I remember turning 4 and
okay.
you know, like, yeah, but you know, that age, that's when I discovered Michael Jackson. That's when I discovered music.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like, and ever since then I wanted to do music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, coming up in an African household, it was a little different. You know, my family's full of nurses. You know, so
you would say Michael Jackson
yeah.
was like the first sound you heard?
Michael
And
Jackson.
then you're like, okay,
Yeah.
yo, music dope.
Music, yeah, I wanted to sing, I wanted to, make music like
Wow,
that.
okay.
You know,
Listening to music, what made you decide that you wanted to actually become a musician?
man, I just saw the way that it made me feel, and I was like, I want to do that.
How did it make you feel?
Watching Mike, bro, like, I was just blown away. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that he moved in a way that you couldn't stop watching Mike. You know what I mean? Like, by the way, Edwin Michael Sheriff is my actual name. My government name is Edwin Michael Sheriff. Like,
Okay.
Like, my mom named me after Michael Jordan.
Okay.
Yeah, like coming from Africa, like she just saw the success that he was having, felt like he was the epitome. So she was just like, she added that in there. You know what I mean? Like, shout out to mom.
Shout out to mom.
Yeah. So that's like also part of, that first answer to your question as far as like me coming up and, that motivation, you know what I mean? Like just seeing greatness, being named after greatness, you know what I mean? And then the family coming from, all the way from Africa, just, and I'm traveling with mom on the bus, just having these dreams and, growing up in Montgomery Village. So, that's what it was like coming up, just having that dream and, but also coming from that third world country, Africa background and stuff like that. Just,
What part of Africa did you come from? Or did your parents come from?
Family came from Ghana and Sierra Leone.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Let's backtrack again. Growing up, how was like school life?
I actually went to Stedwick, Whetstone, before I ended up going to other elementary schools and like middle schools. But like Stedwick and Whetstone, they're both in the village.
Okay.
I did preschool at Stedwick.
Okay.
And I think like first grade, and then I did, and then I went to also Whetstone.
Whetstone, okay.
So Stedwick and Whetstone.
So me being somebody that actually knows you, right? We went to high school together.
Yes, sir.
We went to Watkins Mill High School. We actually went through the same classes. One of them being acting.
Yes, sir.
So I want to bring up your acting. How was that? Like, do you still do acting, or is just straight music with you right now?
I still act. Actually, I was in The Color Purple this year, the musical, and 10 days before I did the Color Purple, or came back to Maryland, I did a play called It's a Jesus Thing. Shout out to T. Lily McNair. She's been a great support to me. Actually going to do her play again, It's a Jesus Thing, when I go back to California on December 29th. Purple
December
this year.
29th, folks.
Yes, December 29th.
That's the date.
I did the Color Purple when I was visiting Maryland back in March of this year. I was visiting and I just happened to stop by the theater and the director was like, hey, you know what? Why don't you just, you did Dreamgirls last year. I did Dreamgirls last year. I also did that play. I played Marty, and then I also went on to play Curtis, because one of our actors had to step aside for another engagement. But so I also played Curtis, and then this year the same thing pretty much kind of happened, where it was like, okay, we could use you in the ensemble, but the lead opened up. One of the leads had got sick. Called, said he didn't have a falsetto, asked me to fill in for him. So I did the first 5 shows as a Mister, and the rest of the shows, which is like 4 of them, as like ensemble. And I took on that assignment in about 3 weeks. So I memorized the script in about like 3 weeks, which is standard for like Broadway, but it's just,
That's a lot of lines to memorize.
Yeah.
Compared to like action films that's in theaters, that's just on film instead of like live Broadway.
The main difference between Broadway or just live performance in general is that it's live. So, you know, there are no second takes, you know what I mean? Whereas on screen, you know, there's multiple takes and multiple takes. And I've spent some time on camera too, so I actually did a movie, a short film last year, and it was, and I played a character named Miles, and it was at Howard University. And I was playing this lifeguard, and let me tell you, we did multiple takes where I was jumping in that pool, and I was cold. And it was like, you know what I mean? In the theater, it's like I jump out the pool.
Keep jumping in the pool.
Yeah, in the theater, I jump in the pool one time.
And it was cold every time.
Yeah, in theater, you might jump in a pool one time, and there's not really even a pool because everything's like mobile. We're moving everything. And then, you know, you get to, but yeah, that's the main thing.
So besides Broadway and those plays, what else have you been getting into after high school?
Well, I want to make I just want to say, the plays that I was in, those plays are shown on Broadway and as well as in other local theaters. I actually got a chance to do them here in our county, Black Rock Center for the Arts, Montgomery County, Germantown, Maryland. It's a great theater. Shout out to Kelly Chauncey, the director. Shout out to everybody that's been a part of all the productions, tech crew, all that. Yeah, so Black Rock Center for the Arts. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. And you also performed at Fillmore, have you not?
I did back in 2014. And that was my dream. I thought about it. I was talking to you about it previously, a little bit before, just giving you some background. But I thought about it today, and I was like, yo, like, you know, I remember I was having a conversation with somebody, and they had accomplished their goals and their dreams, and I'm like, man, I still feel like I have things that I want to do. But
reaching that stage is definitely goals. Like, you know, it's big heights, because that's a big stage.
Yeah.
You know, not everybody really gets that chance to perform there. There's big stars that perform there too at that. So, you know, definitely my salutes to you.
I was thinking today, like that was my dream. Like I don't really have, so I accomplished my dream in 2014. I don't really have to do anything else. Yeah. But I've been doing like all this other stuff, which is great. But I thought about it today, like, yo, like that was my dream. If I, for real, I could stop right now.
Right.
Like I don't really have to, everything else I'm just doing it now.
But do you only have one dream?
Well, I thought about it today, which it was a funny realization that was my dream. I never really was like, oh yeah, nah, I want this, that, you know what I mean? Like I was just like, nah, I want to do that. You know what I mean? Like I want to.
And you did it.
And I did it, but I never stopped and was like, oh yeah, like nah.
I think that should go to show that any dream is achievable. Yeah. If you put in the work that you put in, and you definitely reach that dream. I feel like I have multiple dreams, so you know I don't want to say that you should stop there, but whatever other dreams you got, man, you better reach them dreams as well. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Tell me about DJ Mansion Party.
So that came about because I ended up DJing part of my my cousin's New Year's party. You know, before the clock struck 12, and then after the clock struck 12, I ended up performing at the party. But that night, I was just spinning them back to back. And, you know, the following day, New Year's Day, I just ended up downloading a playlist of just, you know, different music that I would spin at such and such, wherever, whatever. And then I was like, why don't I just, you know, I named the playlist after what it is I would call myself. Yeah. It was a DJ Mansion Party playlist. Yeah. And then, like I ended up taking what was in my head. I couldn't believe that I got the Instagram handle. Like I was like, let me see if I can get this on Instagram. And nobody took DJ Mansion Party. I was like, oh shit, like I don't know. But
all spaced out, different words.
Just straight up.
One word.
DJ Mansion Party.
DJ Mansion
just
Party.
Straight up. Like,
hey, DJ Mansion Party. Have you ever thought about it or ever?
Like
the first.
I'm like, I can't be the first person that ever thought like I've been to a mansion party before. I was like, you know, like if this was Call of Duty, somebody probably got that name.
Yeah.
But I'm on Instagram, nobody got it.
Yeah.
Despite how many users it is.
It was meant for you.
I got the joint, and then, you know, that following, I think February, ended up doing a gig at a place called At the Top. Shout out to them for giving me my first like professional DJ set within like, very, very shortly.
That's a club?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, at the top in California. So if you're ever in the area.
Speaking of California, what moves have you been getting into out there besides becoming a DJ?
Well, you know, I'm still doing the acting thing. Like I said, I was in a play called It's a Jesus Thing. We're getting ready to do it again on December 29th. I've been closely working with some people that are very dear to me, VIP Records. Shout out to them. We're doing some things that are gonna move the needle. So stick around for that. And yeah, just got the music coming.
The label called In Crowd. Matter of fact, is it a label or is it a brand?
Record label, brand, collective. Just, you know, it came from kind of where all my ideas come from, deep thinking, but I established it in 2014, and yeah, so that's the umbrella right there.
One thing about the In Crowd that I want to ask, you used to have an artist on there called Maze.
Maze 301.
Maze
Yeah,
301.
that's one of my brothers. I mean, but In Crowd is also just like a lifestyle that's like also a brotherhood. So he's that's still my bro. Like, so, you know, he still rep In Crowd. Like, it's not even like he's still under it or not under it. Like, that's bro. He just,
Okay.
you know, so.
He's under the umbrella.
Yeah, he's yep.
Okay.
He's under the umbrella. He's his own man too, and he, you know, that's my brother.
Okay, so my question too is, he got signed to Strange Music.
Yes, sir.
Did you get signed to Strange Music as well, or is that like a collaboration? With
Collaboration
Okay.
with the In Crowd, Infinite E.
Okay.
And yeah.
I haven't heard too much about Maze. That's really why I brought him up. Like, what's going on with him?
We've always been our own entities. He's doing his thing, you know what I mean? Like, we got work that we got in the background going on, so, you know, just be on the lookout. We got our own thing, we got collective things. Just be on the lookout, be on the lookout.
With that being said, besides this area, where else would you want to be at right now?
Cabo.
Cabo?
Cabo, like it's a vacation destination.
Oh,
That's
okay.
just what comes to
Cabo?
my mind. Like, not even on no facetiousness. Like, I guess just a nice little vacation spot. You know, without being too specific.
I'm trying to go to where you're talking about right now. Let's do that.
Are we going to Cabo?
Angel A.
Running through the city, I got bad bitches on me. I got lots of money on my mind, and I want it. I get lots of dough, and I spend it by my lonely. They left me lonely. They left me lonely.
I'm gonna do it by myself. Yeah. Do it, do that shit yourself. Yeah. Do it. I don't need no help.
I'm about to go roll this J, man. I'm gonna leave you with the camera.
Hey man, listen, we out here, it's good weather, might as well roll up. Roll up to Hustle Industries TV. Right now it's Infinite. Edwin Michael Sheriff, professionally known as Infinite E. Shout out to Hustle Industries TV.
I smoke a ooh. She want my number cause I'm ballin', told that bitch it's 2-3. Life a dream, every day I see some shit you never seen.